Right, fellas, welcome back to the channel. It's my favourite time of the week. I'm reacting to the power rankings for week 4 or week 5. I don't even know where we're at anymore, but this is where I react to the NFL's power rankings. So they rank the worst team in the NFL all the way to the best. Now, these videos are so entertaining just because the NFL literally just plucks teams out the air and puts them randomly in. Like some of the picks they've had previously have been ridiculous. Like teams have been so far out. It's been wild. Like there's been so many. Just watch back my old videos and you'll see some of the teams and where they've put them. But let me know in the comments when we watch this one, which team you think is the worst ranked. So which team is the furthest out from their true ranking. Like if they put the Texans at number 2, that by far be the worstly ranked one because they're one of the worst ones. So let me know which team you think is the furthest out of place. And I'll let you know during this which ones I don't agree with. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so number 32. We were talking about in the intro. It's the Texans. Now, yeah, the Texans aren't great. I probably might even have the Falcons there, you know. But, yeah, they put the Texans there. So, sorry to all Texans fans, but the NFL thinks you got the worst team. They think you stink. Now, the Panthers here, they are 103 now, I think. Here's Baker just throwing a duck. That's probably their best play of the week as well. But they're 31. You can't really argue with that. They've not looked great. The Bears at 30, not surprised. They're not letting Justin Fields throw the ball. That's not a great looking play either. Got beat by the Giants. That's pretty much fair. Now, the Falcons are above the Washington Commanders. Fair enough. Carson Wentz doing what he does best. Rolling out, doing some random stuff. Just look at him go. That's probably a fair one. The Colts are at 28. The NFL think you stink. That's quite funny. I think the Colts are better than 28, but they've got to start winning games, haven't they? They've got to start winning the game. The roster they have, they've got to be doing better than they are. Now at 27, they've got the Steelers. Now the Steelers with their new quarterback could be decent. Let's see. Let's forget about what they've done before. Obviously, they've not had TJ Watt, and I think for the last 9 games they've not had TJ Watt. They've lost, so he's a big influence. Now they've got the Jets at 26. Probably going to see Zach Wilson do the gritty here in the end zone. Nice little trick play where they just beat the Steelers this week. Do we see him do the dance? Here he is, doing the gritty. There he goes. Loving life. Looking for mums in the crowd. Now, I've got my Patriots at 25. Don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me, guys. I don't even want to know. I know we just scored a touchdown here, but 25. Probably right as well. I don't even want to admit that, but it's probably right. Especially Mac Jones being out. Let's move on. The Lions at 24. We've got them this week, so maybe we can go up one spot if we beat them. They've got the highest points in the NFL this offense-wise this season. So I mean, they're doing well enough. They just can't stop anyone on defense. But hey ho, let's see how they get on. I'm hoping the Patriots win so bad. But yeah, the Lions are looking good on offense. Who's next? There's Seahawks at 23. Probably a fair ranking. It could be up there with the most fair ranking I've seen yet. They're like a mid-team. There's them getting an interception for a pick 6. Well, they're such like a mid-team. So I'd say that's fair. Who we got at 22? It's got to be the Falcons. At 22, we have the Falcons. I think they're a bit higher than they should be, to be honest with you. Controversial maybe, but I don't think they're the 22nd best team. I think they're closer to 25th, 26th. I think the Patriots are better than them, so it's quite harsh. 21st, the Browns, probably fair. Nick Chubb has carried them all the way to 21st, by the way. He's been a beast. Probably harsh at showing an interception there. But, hey-ho. Now next, we've got Jags. We've got the Jags here, who are doing better this year than I thought they would, to be honest with you. I thought they'd lose every game again. Trevor Lawrence there throwing a bomb. Quick question time. Do you guys think Trevor Lawrence is as good as people thought he was coming out of the draft? He's not like set the world alight like Joe Burrow has. It's quite interesting. For the number 1 overall pick, I thought he'd be a little bit better than he's doing at the moment. But I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. Got the Giants at 19. Probably a fair ranking just because they've got Saquon Barkley. Now here's the Saints at 18. Double doinking it. And they don't take it to overtime in the London game. What a game that was, by the way. I had friends at the game. I was supposed to go, but couldn't make it. But what a game that was. Now, the Cardinals at 17 is pretty fair. Kyler Murray's very good, but very erratic. It just runs around far too much. I don't actually know what their scheme is, to be honest with you. Now you've got the Broncos at 16, another quite fair ranking. I mean, Russell Wilson is a beast, torching cover 3 there, but they need to be doing better than they are, I think. So 16 is fair. Now 15, the Raiders, also fair. They've had a terrible start, 1-3, and if you see my prediction video, I might predict for them to go 1-4 this week as well. So keep tuned for that. But yeah, that's pretty fair ranking. Now the Chargers at 14, they've slipped down quite a lot, to be honest with you. But it's because of their record more than anything, I think. 14 is probably fair for the way they're playing at the moment. But they really need to kick-start now if they want to do well in the playoffs this year, because they've got a tough division. Now who have we got at 13? We've got the Cowboys with their backup quarterback. But like I've said in previous videos, I think their defense is unbelievable. I think they've got a really good defense. And if they can move the ball like that, they'll be absolutely fine. Now, number 12, the Tennessee Titans. I think they're ranked too high, to be honest with you. I think there's some better teams than that. But, hey-ho, can't argue too much. 11 is also fair for the Rams. Their offenses look so stale. Like, they're literally just throwing to Cooper Kupp, or it looks like that anyways. But they need to be better. Now, number 10 is fair, now that Tua's out injured. As much as they got Teddy B, Tyreek Hill and all that, just, yeah, 10's probably fair, because they are missing Tua, probably. So, yeah, I'd say it's a fair ranking. It's not been too bad so far. Now we've got the Vikings at 9. They've looked okay. Justin Jefferson's probably carried them to that point. But they're doing well this year, so you can't knock it, really. So 9's probably fair as well. Maybe a little high, but I like the Vikings, so we'll go with number 9. Now Tampa Bay down to 8. They didn't have any fit receivers against the Packers, and they just lost. I think they'll be fine this year. I think they'll pick up some momentum. 8's probably fair. Ravens in at 7 is also pretty fair. Lamar's looked really good this year, and as much as he throws the ball controversially sometimes, he's not got the best arm in the world. He's still better than most of the NFL talent there, so I think he'll carry them to a lot of wins this year. So 7 is fair. Bengals at 6 is ridiculous, to be honest with you. How are they above the Ravens? How are they above the Vikings, really? I know they beat Miami, but just 6 is too high for them. The 49ers at number 5. I mean, that's a nice pick 6, but that's high. That is high when they have their backup quarterback starting. That could be the most controversial one yet. Packers at 4. They scored 14 points against the Bucks. Went to overtime with our 3rd string quarterback. That's too high. The Packers are not the 4th best team. Chiefs at number 3. Interesting. Do you reckon it's a change this week? Do you reckon they have the Eagles at number 1? Let's see. I think Chiefs should be higher, but we have a new number 1. Bills here at number 2. Josh Allen doing what he does. But we have a new number 1, fellas. The Philadelphia Eagles, led by Jalen Hurts. They've deserved it, to be fair. They've caught me so off guard. I didn't think they were going to be any good this year. I thought they were going to stink. And look at me now. I'm wrong. I'm just wrong. Admittedly, guys, I'm wrong. Hands up. You can click this. I am officially wrong. Shout out to the Eagles. They're smashing it this year. Let me know in the comments down below who you think was the worst ranked team. Packers at 4 is pretty high. 49ers at 5 is pretty high. Bengals at 6 was pretty high. That's the grey area, I think. Let me know in the comments if you agree. Make sure, you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.